I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. And is the world as we know it coming to an end? I've made many videos on this topic before, and many believe that the rapture is upon us, that those who have chosen Christ, their souls will be salvaged as the rest of the world burns to ash in an inferno. And some believe that the chosen ones, the star seeds, those who have come here from other planets, are going to wake up and shift the consciousness of this planet, expose the darkness and corruption of the orders that currently rule the world, and shift us into a new age of light, following a calling that they were brought here to do. So is all this true? Is all this true? And this talk again of chosen ones and rapture, I think again of the age-old question is, do we have free will, or are we predestined for a path that we come here in this world to fulfill? And I can say for sure that there are definitely circumstances that certain people are born into that influence our perception, influence the choices we may make, influence an inclination we may have to go down a specific route. But I'm a believer in choice, ultimately. I am a believer in free will. I'm a believer that I have the power to choose where I want to go in this world. And what I believe we're coming into is a shift in consciousness. We're coming into a shift to where the beliefs of the previous age that were distortions are being exposed. And there's an opportunity now for humanity to wake up and make different choices, and make choices that elevate the consciousness of the individual and then ultimately the consciousness of the collective. When we see what's going on, we see how we've been deceived and manipulated, and we start to choose something different. However, if someone is still controlled by their own shadow, they're controlled by their own trauma that's hidden within themselves, that essentially results in a gut impulse reaction to any new information that's shown to them, then someone who's operating out of this shadow of trauma and impulse reaction, this individual does not have free will. This individual is simply going to carry out a reaction of a trigger. And right now, we're getting plenty of triggers. But those who can examine and say, look, I've felt this before. I'm repeating this cycle and it's not doing me any good, and they start to do inner work on themselves. Inner work that opens up the space for this expansion of consciousness. What this individual is going to be in a place to where they can have that choice of taking in all the information that's coming in around us, all this information that's intended to trigger us, that's intended to put us in a reaction, that's intended to polarize humanity so that the old powers that be can hold on to their power because they don't want to let go of it. But those, again, who are opening up that space for this new consciousness to seed in them, who are choosing that, you are the choosing ones, and you are the chosen ones. You are the choosing ones, and you are the chosen ones, because you are choosing a different path. You're choosing a different level of consciousness. You're choosing to expand and embody a higher level of consciousness. And this is what this new age is going to bring about. It's going to bring about this higher level of consciousness, this higher level of expression in humanity, if enough people can wake up to this. This is the true Great Awakening. It's not an us versus them. It's just, are we going to expand and open up this consciousness? Are we going to heal our shadow? Are we going to look at some of these dark forces that are controlling the world as a manifestation of our own shadow? Are we to be able to see the devil out there in us and heal that, and ultimately be able to show up in this new expansive way that changes the world? And this is what I believe the true calling of the chosen ones is, and what it means to be a chosen one. Anyone can be a chosen one if you choose to look at your devil, you grab your own devil by the tail, and if you choose an expansion in consciousness, if you choose to move out of the frequencies of anger, shame, pride even. This idea of a chosen one, this is essentially kind of resonating in the frequency of pride, of feeling exclusive, feeling like you have some kind of superiority over someone else, which is a lower realm of consciousness according to the David Hawkins scale. So if you choose to move out of pride and move into courage to speak up, move into courage to challenge your own beliefs, and then this puts you on the ladder to the higher realms of consciousness, and you become a great piece, an essential piece of a great awakening. And I'm a believer that the Great Awakening is happening, though sometimes it may not seem like it. And this is the true end of the world. The true end of the world is not fire and brimstone, volcanoes and earthquakes. But they want you to think that. They want you to put your consciousness on that. The true end of the world is the end of this old, lower level of consciousness and moving back to a golden age. We have the potential to do that. And as we do that, moment to moment, day by day, staying present in our lives, this is our calling. Our calling is not the future, it's right now, how we're showing up. With that being said, I'm going to end this transmission. Love to you, and I'll see you on the other side.